Hi! Today we're going to get a little wild making a Valentine treat for your honey bun. Welcome! I'm Shelley Godby, the owner and CEO of Stamping Smiles, and for 17 years I've been teaching others how to create their own hand stamped smiles. This honey of a project is easy and fun to make. Here's a closer view of the incredibly adorable A Little Wild stamp set and coordinating Little Love's framelits dies. And when you order the two of these together using the special bundle item number I've listed right here, you'll save 10% on both. Now, a quick note about bundle discounts. They're available only in the first catalog that you see them in. So if A Little Wild and the dies carry over into the 2018-2019 Stampin' Up! Catalog, the bundle discount will not. So that's why you want to grab them up while they're in the first catalog. All right, so we're going to do some stamping. So I have some Whisper White thick cardstock because we're going to be using the stamping blends, and I wanted a heavier cardstock. And because we're going to be using the stamping blends, I'm going to use a Tuxedo Black Memento ink pad. The black ink doesn't run when we touch it with the Stampin' Blends, and that's here we have alcohol markers in exclusive Stampin' Up! Colors. All right, so let's go ahead, and this pad is smaller, so let's turn this rubber side up, and we'll take the pad to our stamp. There we go. I think we've got some good coverage going on there. All right, let's go ahead and stamp. Press everywhere. Oh, great image. Fantastic. Now you see we have the front and back. This is a really cute set. What it is, it makes into a tag, and then the die will cut them both out. How cute is this? Now you can, I still go ahead and use the dies. Say I want to just use this, and then I take my paper snips and just finish trimming it off. But this time we do want a tag. But while we have our Tuxedo Black out, we're going to go ahead. We got the honey bear. Well, he needs a beehive. Let me turn this. We got a beehive. Oh, cute, cute, cute. And some bumblebees. Everybody's after that honey. Great. All right, so now what I like to do is, before I take all the time coloring, is to go ahead and do the die cutting. That way, if I'm not quite centered, it's just a lot easier to grab another piece of cardstock and stamp and die cut than do all that coloring and go, oh no. So let me grab my Big Shot. I've got my Big Shot die cutting machine, and instead of using the Big Shot platform, I'm going to use the magnetic platform. Now this is an additional purchase, but one I recommend when using framelits dies. So this is the start of our sandwich, and then we need a cutting pad, and then we have the cardstock we stamped, the Whisper White thick with our adorable teddy bear, and then our dies. So here we go, the cutting edge, that goes down. And then we want to center this around. All right. So we just play until you get that in place. Thinking that's looking pretty good from this angle. Oh goodness. And there we have our little beehive die. Cute, cute, cute. I think I have to stand up and see. And then our bumblebees. Now, they all come together like this, but they do die cut separately, but it sure is nice to have that to handle instead of three little tiny ones. So let's see how we're doing. Okay, let me stand up and see from a different angle. I think we're looking pretty good around that bear. All right, fantastic. Then to finish our sandwich, we need another cutting pad. Okay, we'll go ahead and crank that through. It just makes me so glad we don't have to sit there and take our paper snips and cut all of that by hand. So we'll bring this back, and we have our die cuts. Oh, cute, cute, cute. Whoops, there we go. Adorable. All right, and so we got a little bit more die cutting to do. Oh, fantastic. All of that done for us. And I wanted a heart. I was thinking about this for a little Valentine's Day project. You could use it for other times of the year, but it's getting to be close to Valentine's Day. So I've got some pink pirouette cardstock, and then look, I've got the heart. I thought this was so cute. From the Lots to Love box framelits dies from the Occasions catalog. And so we've got the heart die, and okay, there we go. That's not one solid magnet, so sometimes you have to move around to find the magnets. I've got a piece of just Whisper White cardstock, and we're going to go ahead and die cut. We're not going to stamp just those bears again, and I'll show you why in just a bit. We're doing that. And so then again, our cutting pad, and there we go. So now we got our die cutting done, and then we get to do the coloring with the Stampin' Blends. Love, love, love the Stampin' Blends. We have all of our die cut pieces and the Stampin' Blends that we'll be using. So let's go ahead and start with the Daffodil Delight and color in our little bumblebee on him. That'd be easier to start by coloring that in. And then we have our three little ones over here. Cute. Okay, easy, easy, easy. Great. All right, and so we're done with that. And then, I mean, I know their little wings are clear. We have two tips. We've got a bigger end and a smaller one. And since this is such a small area, I thought I'd just go ahead and use the small. I know they're clear, but blue is traditional to be able to show. So they show up, you know, translucent, I would say. There we go. Oh my goodness, so stinking sweet. There we go. So we are done with those. All right, and so then I was trying to choose a color for him. I thought, you know, I'm going to use the bronze. Now these are the crumb cake, and they come in two colors, and the bronze I only have one color, but we're going to still be able to shade with it. All right, so this time I'm going to use the larger tip, and we're going to go ahead and color. And see, even though I'm touching that Memento Tuxedo Black Memento ink, it's not bleeding. Okay, I just love coloring with these. Just makes shading so doggone easy. Oh, he is adorable as all get out. He's got to be a honey bear, right? Okay. I don't want to color over his nose, but everywhere else. Cute, cute, cute. All right, so we'll get up and around that bumblebee. So even though I'm using that larger end, it still has a nice fine point on it, so I can get right up and around and that color on it. Fantastic. We're going to do the back side too, and we are going to use this as a tag, and so you wouldn't be as likely to see it, but just in case, we want to make sure our project looks finished. Let me do one side at a time. So we have him all colored in. Now we can do some shading. So let's define his neck by coming along here, giving it some more color. There we go. And at his legs. So we'll follow what they've already done for us, and that helps separate it with the color. Okay, and then on his paws, give it a little bit more color. All right, so that's just really natural to do. Now let's come along here. Oh, his ears. And let's give some more color. There we go. And then if this wasn't dark enough, you could just keep, see how much darker that is? You could just keep adding color and make it deeper, deeper, deeper. But I'm just wanting to shade. There we go. Oh, he is so cute. Look at that. All right, so let's quickly color the back. Shading is a lot of fun. I'm not going to get too detailed back here because I don't really expect the back of the tag to get looked at. Like I said, we just want it to look finished. And the Whisper White thick cardstock is recommended. There we go. So let's go ahead and let's follow along. Just for fun. And it's so cute, someone may just take that tag off and save it and use it for something else. There we go. Cute. All right, let's come back over and look at him. Okay, I'm wanting this to come there. That little highlighted part. There we go. Didn't care for it coming down over his nose. How cute is that? All right, so we're done with that. And I have here the dark smoky slate. I just wanted to finish coloring in his nose. There we go. Oh, adorable as all get out. And we've got that shading. Everything's looking so lovely. That's going to dry and even out. So the only thing left to do is the beehive. So I've got the crumb cake. So I'm going to start with the light and color it all in. And that is pretty light. Then we'll go over it with the darker. You can start with either. I find it easier to add color because I'm used to shading instead of highlighting. And if you want it deeper, let me show you. This is what I'm saying. We can just put down even more. So even though I have the light, we can get it deeper by adding more and more color. That's dark enough. And then we'll use the dark one and shade. And all we're going to do is follow those lines that are already there. There we go. Easy. Easy, 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 but oh so adorable. Gracious. Okay, let me show you why we end up die cutting this. I got that all done and I was just loving it, and I turned it over and went, oh, that's not so lovely. I thought, oh crud, because I really like it, I'll have to watercolor. And I thought, no, watercoloring is going to bleed through too. And like, okay, we've got a fix for that. We're just going to go ahead, well, we'll do it the right way. We're just going to adhere another one inside. So problem solved. Because I do want to use it as a tag and be able to see my messages inside. But I grabbed with the fast fuse and didn't tell you what I was doing. Put my finger where those ridges are. And then let's go around close to the edge, because we really do want this to lay down nice. You know, a really good fit. Let's get along that edge. There we go. Good and sticky stuff. Love my fast fuse. Okay, see if you don't break it. That hot stringy cheese I tell you about? Yep, it happens. You've got to do something to break it. And just a little. It's subtle what it takes to break it. It's not much of anything. Here, let's rub that off. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and line this up on here. So our inside is finished. We'll be able to write and still use our Stampin' blends because we're able to get all that awesome shading. All right, push that over. And there we go, look. Fold that in half. How stinking cute is this? So now we're going to use all the pieces to decorate our honey bun. And what I have here is a strip of designer series paper from the Coffee Break designer series paper. And this is in soft sky. We're just going to make a band for it. Belly band. And there we go. So now we just need some adhesive. And we're going to use the tear and tape adhesive. Good stuff. Love it. It has a good hold, but just so easy to use. There we go, so we just tear it off. Easy, yay. Okay, and so we have to stop and think about it because this one will be on top, okay? So we need this over here. One goes on top, one goes on the bottom. You put them both on the same side and it doesn't work out so well. Okay, would I have done that? Oh, of course not. All right, so let's rub on here, and if we do that, it gets a really good hold. Then it makes it a lot easier to take that backing off. Right? Peel that. Fantastic. And peel there. Good, good, good. Okay, so our belly band going around. You know, I never had one of these. My husband had a hankering for it, and I just couldn't resist, and I tried one night. Well, now I know why he likes them. And so we want this so it's not flopping around. I tried to get away with one piece, and then that wanted to scoot one way or the other. Not a good look. So use that second piece. Line that up. Okay. Oh, there. Looking oh so good. All right. And so now we'll go ahead and we have our heart. I'm going to put this down with mini glue dots so we have that really good hold. But before we do that, how about we go ahead and put on these pieces. All right, so we have, again, our fast fuse. Finger where those ridges are. I'm going to come off the side a little bit. Oh, cute, cute, cute. And then our little bumblebees, honeybees, not bumblebees, they've got to be honeybees swarming the hive. All right, and so you can do this or mini glue dots. Might be easier for you. All right, so these three will go right on the heart. There we go. Scatter those around. Great. Oh, cute. All right, so now let's put these on with the mini glue dots. Peel them back till you can see them in the light. And this is going to hang off the edge. I'm going to have this come over here, so I don't want to put, I'm going to try to keep them all on this side. I guess it wouldn't hurt if it touched the bag, but that band might move, and so it'd be better if the heart could move with it, just in case you decide you wish you had put it over just a little bit or whatever. Oh, there we go. Oh, oh, oh. And then our honey bear, see, that's why I have it going off, so he can be on the tag. And then let me show you. All I did was take some of the Whisper White Baker's twine, slipped it underneath, tied it into a bow, and then, because we have a tag, right in there, you're my honey bun. How cute is this project? Quick and cute and easy to make. And I'll have a link to my blog post with all of the measurements so you can make this treat for your honey bun too. If you'd like to make my A Little Wild treat for your honey bun, all the supplies are listed under the video and available to order now in my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com. I'm Shelly Godby, teaching you how to create hand stamp smiles. Thanks for watching.